Desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. A fit body, a calm mind, a house full of love. These things cannot be bought, they must be earned. I would say that the 5 most important skills are, of course, reading, writing, arithmetic, and then as you're adding in, persuasion, which is talking. And then finally, I would add computer programming, just because it's an applied form of arithmetic that just gets you so much leverage for free in any domain that you operate in. If you're good with computers, if you're good at basic mathematics, if you're good at writing, if you're good at speaking, and if you like reading, you're set for life. I don't actually read a lot of books. I pick up a lot of books and only get through a few, which form the foundation of my knowledge. 40-hour work weeks are a relic of the industrial age. Knowledge workers function like athletes: train and sprint, then rest and reassess. A rational person can find peace by cultivating indifference to things outside their control. In any situation in life, you only have 3 options. You always have 3 options. You can change it, you can accept it, or you can leave it. What is not a good option is to sit around wishing you would change it but not changing it, wishing you would leave it but not leaving it, and not accepting it. It's that struggle, that aversion, that is responsible for most of our misery. The phrase that I probably use the most to myself in my head is just one word: accept. You make your own luck if you stay at it long enough. Competing without software is like competing without electricity. If you want to be a philosopher king, first become a king, then become a philosopher. Not first become a philosopher and then become a king. If it entertains you now but will bore you someday, it's a distraction. Keep looking. Knowledge is a skyscraper. You can take a shortcut with a fragile foundation of memorization, or build slowly upon a steel frame of understanding. To the experts, what looks like hard work from the outside, is play from the inside. Don't take yourself so seriously. You're just a monkey with a plan. Reading is the ultimate meta skill that can be traded for anything else. If you're good with computers, if you're good at basic mathematics, if you're good at writing, if you're good at speaking, and if you like reading, you're set for life. Status is your ranking in the social hierarchy. The people who have the ability to fail in public under their own name actually gain a lot of power. Specialization is for insects. I don't believe in this model of trying to focus your life down one thing. You've got one life, just do everything you want. Renting out your time means you're essentially replaceable. Wealth is assets that earn while you sleep. Any meeting with 8 people sitting around at a conference table, nothing is getting done in that meeting. You are literally just dying 1 hour at a time. The smarter you get, the slower you read. If you care about ethics and wealth creation, it is better to create your wealth using code and media as leverage, because then those products are equally available to everybody, as opposed to trying to create your wealth through labor or capital. Art is anything done for its own sake. Wealth buys your freedom. The most dangerous things are heroin and a monthly salary. The only true test of intelligence is if you get what you want out of life. Escape competition through authenticity. My personal learning has been that the principal agent problem drives so much in this world. It's an incentives problem. I've learned that tit-for-tat iterated prisoner's dilemma is the piece of game theory that is worth knowing the most. You can almost put down the game theory book after that. Self-esteem is the reputation that you have with yourself. You'll always know. So, if you're willing to bleed a little bit every day but in exchange you will win big later, you will do better. That is, by the way, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs bleed every day. They're not making money, they're losing money, they're constantly stressed out, all the responsibility is upon them. But when they win big. On average they'll make more. A taste of freedom can make you unemployable. The most dangerous things are heroin, and a monthly salary. Right, because they are highly addictive. Getting rich is about knowing what to do, who to do it with, and when to do it. It is much more about understanding than purely hard work. Yes, hard work matters, and you can't skimp on it. But it has to be directed in the right way. If you don't know yet what you should work on, the most important thing is to figure it out. You should not grind at a lot of hard work until you figure out what you should be working on. You have 2 lives, and the second one begins when you realize you only have one. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You must own equity to gain your financial freedom. So, you want to look for professions and careers where the inputs and outputs are highly disconnected. People living below their means have freedom. Figure out what product you can provide and then figure out how to scale it. So, you're right. It's about distributing what rich people used to have to everybody. Entrepreneurship is essentially an act of creating something new from scratch, predicting that society will want it, and then figuring out how to scale it, and get it to everybody in a profitable way, in a self-sustaining way.